In 1900, a naturalist picked up a frog and his hand started bleeding. He looked at the frog, then back at his hand, and wrote just one line: "Source of injury unidentified." For over a century, no one could explain it, until scientists discovered something impossible. The frog wasn't scratching him. It was breaking its own bones and pushing them through its skin to stab him. And that's where this story begins.
Before I show you how this works, you need to understand three things. First, the bones don't stay out. They go back inside, the skin heals, and the frog survives like nothing happened. And science still doesn't fully understand how. Second, this frog grows something that looks like real hair, and that feature is directly connected to its bone claws. Third, local hunters already knew how to stop this defense long before scientists ever studied it. So the real question is, what did they figure out that science missed? Now watch carefully.
This is Trichobatrachus robustus, also known as the hairy frog. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary. It's small, brown, and easy to ignore. If you saw it in the wild, you probably wouldn't think twice about it. But that's exactly the problem. This frog lives in African streams where predators are everywhere. Birds hunt it, mammals hunt it, and even humans catch it. It should be easy prey, but it isn't, because this frog evolved something no vertebrate was supposed to have: a skeleton that can turn into a weapon. And once you see it, you won't look at frogs the same way again.
Inside its toes are small, sharp bone structures that stay hidden under normal conditions. But when something grabs the frog, everything changes. Its muscles contract with enough force to snap the bone free. That bone then rotates forward and punches through the skin, turning the frog's own skeleton into claws. It doesn't grow weapons, it creates them by breaking itself. 6 toes, 6 blades, all deployed instantly. And here's the part that makes this even harder to believe.
This isn't damage. This is design. The bone is meant to break. The skin is meant to be pierced. This entire system exists for one reason: to activate only when the frog is grabbed. And that changes everything. After the threat is gone, the bones slowly retract back into the body. The skin closes, and the frog continues living normally. No infection, no permanent damage, which shouldn't be possible, because repeated internal wounds in a rainforest environment should lead to serious complications. But they don't. And that means the frog is doing something we still don't fully understand.
Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Male hairy frogs develop hair-like structures on their bodies. These aren't decorative. They help the frog absorb more oxygen through its skin. This allows it to stay underwater longer while guarding its eggs. And that's the connection, because a frog that can't leave its eggs needs a defense that works without running. So instead of escaping danger, it turns itself into a weapon. The hair helps it stay. The claws help it fight. 2 completely different features working together for survival.
Be honest. If you saw a frog like this sitting still on a rock, would you ever think it could stab you? For over 100 years, scientists didn't notice this ability. Not because it was hidden, but because they were studying dead specimens. And dead frogs don't activate this defense. It wasn't until 2008 that a biologist studied a live frog and confirmed what was really happening. And suddenly, everything changed. But humans weren't the first to understand it. Local hunters had already figured it out. They don't grab the frog normally. Instead, they pin its legs before picking it up. This prevents the muscles from contracting, which prevents the bones from breaking. They solved the problem through experience. Science only confirmed it later. Sometimes knowledge doesn't start in a lab. It starts in survival. This frog isn't terrifying because it can hurt you. It's terrifying because it breaks the rules. Bones are supposed to support the body, not pierce through it. But this frog turned its skeleton into a weapon. And if this exists, what else are we missing? Not everything dangerous looks dangerous. And sometimes the most impossible weapons are already inside the body.